It is October 27th, and we're out here looking for some herring. The cannery can't take any fish until tomorrow night, though. So right now we're just kind of scouting. My dad's checking on the sonar, finding out where some schools of herring are, and then we're just looking around for some deer, because it's also deer season. My sister Sydney on the boat. It's my dad, and yep, that's what's going on.
Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Balanced Life, Season 2, Episode 5. Out here doing some hunting from the kayaks out of Kodiak, Alaska. So right now we're on a commercial fishing trip, and what's cool about this season is that it's during hunting season. And so sometimes the fish aren't cooperating, or like I said, the cannery can't take any fish, and so we get an open window to go have some fun. And in this case, my sister and I are kayaking in to a lagoon to set up on some rocks and wait for some waterfowl to fly by. Typically in this lagoon we'll be seeing a lot of goldeneye, maybe some teal, a few mallards, but definitely the main thing will be goldeneye. So I just totally missed that first group of birds there. But one thing I know for sure is that once you fire those first few shots in this sort of situation, you need to reload as quickly as possible, because there's likely to be a whole bunch of birds flying out. I was able to get one there. Really awkward angle to be shooting from in the kayak, and kind of knocked me backwards a little bit there, but was able to start the day off with a nice goldeneye. These are some of the best eating sea ducks out there. One thing that's interesting about sea ducks, if you don't know, is they're really good at diving. I mean, that's how they get most of their food, is diving under the water and chasing fish and whatnot. And so if you wound them, you gotta get a second shot on them quick, or retrieve them like I did here, because sometimes they're able to dive down and actually do a death lock on a blade of grass or seaweed or something like that, and just they'll never come up and you won't be able to get them back, which is very unfortunate.
You ready? Fire, 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 fire. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I got one of them. So I know it's a little overwhelming, but try and just pick out one if you can. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna see if I can find that one really quick.
So my sister is pretty new to duck hunting. I think this is actually the first time she's ever gone duck hunting, and she was doing a great job, but you know, it can be a lot to deal with. You know, these ducks, they fly really fast, and you're not sure exactly if you should take the shot or not take the shot. And so I was kind of trying to help her get an idea of what to be looking for there. In this sort of situation, there's also certain ducks that we're not allowed to shoot, and then there's other birds that look like ducks to the untrained eye. So there's cormorants and things like that. So she was doing a good job of making sure that it was something she should be shooting at.
I got it. Keep feeding in through the bottom. Here comes one.
Pretty good haul so far.
When I'm breasting these birds, I always, get all the meat off the breast. And then while you're not required to, I always get down and take the leg meat off as well. It doesn't take that much time actually to cut the meat off the bone. And sometimes I just leave it on there as well. But for this situation, I did cut all the meat off. Put a little teriyaki glaze on there, eat it with some rice, some vegetables. It's really good. But one key thing to do when you're cooking sea ducks is to soak all the meat in salt water overnight. I don't know what it does, but it does something amazing, and it takes all that gamey, fishy flavor out of it. And I usually don't describe wild meat as gamey, but it can be a little gamey. After we caught some fish, we moved to a different part of the island, and the fish weren't really cooperating. We couldn't quite find them, so we were cruising along these bluffs looking for fish, and I happened to glass up here and see a group of deer and a little buck just bedded down on this hillside. So grabbed the kayak, grabbed the rifle, went in to see if I could make it happen. Over the last couple of years, I've really enjoyed using kayaks to get on and off the beach. They're really quiet. Obviously you don't have a motor, and then like this you can just carry it up the beach instead of dragging a raft up the beach, which makes a lot of noise. So really stealthy. The ducks let you paddle within shooting range, which is awesome. And yeah, the deer don't really mind. It was really windy this day, so normally I would probably go around all of these salmonberry bushes, but it was so windy I knew they wouldn't be able to hear me, so I just kind of cruised right through this little opening here so that I could get the right elevation and find a shot through these alders. These deer are just up on this hillside here at the top of the screen, and by the time I got there, they stood up and were just slowly feeding to the right. They didn't know I was there, and found a nice little spot right here to sit down and rest my elbows on my knees. This is about a 100-yard shot, I'd say.
Right on, guys, just got this nice little buck, 2x3. Saw him from out on the boat, just bedded down here, and I climbed up this waterfall. Was able to get up on top here, and they were just slowly starting to walk away. They didn't really know I was there. And yeah, put a shot on him, got him down. It's my first deer for the year. It's gonna be some delicious eating meat, so let's get him back to the boat and get him cleaned up.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.